Say man, Double XL. They just dropped the newest freshman class, man, and you know what I'm saying. Double XL. They've kind of had a bad reputation. I'm not gonna lie. They've kind of had a bad reputation the past what 5 maybe 6 years, bro. Like, so the main reason why I'm tuning in is because I want to see if they want to. I'm trying to see the direction that they want to go. I want to see the type of people that they want to bring on to if they want to if they care about reviving their reputation or whatever. Because you know what I'm saying, like for the past few years it just felt like a popularity contest. They're not really getting people that's like that people are really like tapped in with for real. Maybe like a few people on the list each year like are niggas that people like be tapped in with. So you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna check out we're just gonna check it out real quick, bro, to see who they got this year, bro, and we gonna pull up last year's list to see just to compare, I guess, just to see who they had last year. Because I barely remember. I think Boss Man D-Lo was on there last year, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna compare and just see how they've been doing. You know what I'm saying. So let's full screen a bit. You know what I mean? Because I have no idea who they about to put on here, bro. I already know Black Boy Max was supposed to be on here, but he declined it. So that just lets me know, like, you know, he declined it for obvious reasons, but like it just lets me know, like, the type of direction that they might be going. But we gonna see, bro. Let me stop yapping, bro. Let me just see, bro. Let's just tap in.
You can't be strategic about how you make music. It just has to come as natural as possible.
I just make all type of genre music. I just try to be different. Pretty much what you see is exactly what you get.
Ian.
To me, being a freshman meant you was recognized by the peers that you was gonna be the one.
Being on the list of the greatest of my time.
It's a good accomplishment.
Being a part of Freshmen is a dream come true.
All
legends done did it before.
Progress, really, the next up-and-coming artist gonna take over the game.
Okay, I see some recognizable, a couple. Ray Vaughn, never heard of him. Rugrat, I've heard of him, okay. Samara, I never heard of her. Low Shimmy, I think I heard of him. Baby Chief, Ian, YTB Fat, okay, I've heard of him. Oh, my boy, let's go, my boy Laser. Ian Triplin, I've heard of him. Nino Page, shout out to him. Jello, fucking Jello, wow. Interesting. And the Beats by Cardo, okay. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad list, you know what I'm saying? Jello, Laserdem, Ray Vaughn, I never heard of, bro. Samarson, never heard of her. Nino Paid, I gotta tap in. Hey, also, I'm doing my underground shit. He's on my list. Nino Paid is on my list. I've never tapped into like his music or anything, but shout out to bro. I see him come up from the Song Wars and shit, so shout out to him. Low Shimmy, I never heard of him until like a couple weeks ago, if I'm being honest, but like what I heard sounded pretty fire. 1900 Rugrat, I've seen a few snippets of him on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? It seemed lit, it seemed different, you know what I mean? YTB Fat, I've heard a couple of his songs. He's straight. Baby Chief, Do It, I think I might have heard of him. Baby Chief, is he a New York nigga? I don't know. Ian, I definitely heard of him. He's on the channel, you know what I mean? Like, that valedictorian, that shit was kind of hard, bro. Don't sleep. That shit was actually kind of hard. It's just that second album, you know what I'm saying? That second album was kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of a little bit underwhelming, you know what I mean? And then that, I'm not gonna lie, then that Lemonade lyrical freestyle, I mean, that shit was kind of mid. I mean, the nigga Ian, he can rap, bro. Don't sleep. The nigga can rap, bro. It's just the way he be putting it together. You could just tell he's kind of like a rookie to this shit a little bit. But you know, shout out to him, bro, because he can really rap. I'm excited to see what Laser I'm gonna do. Ian Triplin, I've heard of him. I've never tapped into his music, but I've heard of him. He's like a TikTok nigga, right? Or something. He got a few hits on TikTok or something like that. But shout out to bro. I seen he did a tour recently. Like I seen he did a tour. That shit it seemed kind of lit. So, bro, doing numbers, bro. I think he got something on Billboard too. So, shout out to bro. Jello, interesting, bro. Cause the nigga just started rapping for like, he only been rapping for like a year, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But that one hit, and I think I've heard a snippet of something else that was hard as fuck, bro. He got his own thing going on. All right, bro. Let's get a closer look at this cover, bro. You know what I mean? They got Laser Them on the right. I think that's Baby Chief right there. Ian right there. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have no type of theme going on like they usually do. I mean, I see what they're doing with the black and the white for the transitions, but that's Ian right there. All right, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Interesting list, bro. Like, there's a couple of them I don't know. That's how it usually is, and that's how it's supposed to be. But interesting list. It feels like they're a little more tapped in, bro. I don't know. It feels like they're a little more tapped in this year. They got Nino Paid on here, Laser Dim. Interesting choices. Low Shimmy, that's a good choice, I guess. Because I just heard of him like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, bro, who is? I never heard of him, but he signed and all that. And you know what I mean, Baby Chief. I think, how old is bro? He looked like he's 16. I think that's the same. If this is the same nigga that was on Playboy Max shit, then I think that was the first time I heard of him. But Ray Vaughn, I never heard of him. All right, bro. All right, let's pull up 2024. Let's see what they had last year. Lay Banks, I've never heard of. Mida Dawn, never heard of. Big X a Plug, yeah, he's straight. Honcho, Skilla Baby, I've heard of them. Catch, but why don't I remember none of the ciphers for this shit, bro? I'm not gonna lie. And then they have Rich and Miri ass on here, bro. Is anybody still talking about Rich and Miri, bro? I'm not gonna lie, bro. But let me know in the comments, bro. Like, are y'all still talking about any of these niggas? Like, I know Bossman D-Lo, like, he's still going on. You know what I mean? Skilla Baby, he's still going on. Big as a Plug, still going on. Honcho, Cash Baby. Oh, that I've seen a few of his shit on TikTok, like, throughout the year. So, you know what I'm saying? A few of them still, but 4 bats, bro, like, bro, man. And Scarlett, I've never heard of, bro. Like, let me know what y'all think, bro. W or L for XXL, bro. Like, y'all fucking with this list? This list, it seemed kind of straight. But we're gonna see. I want to see how they pair up the ciphers. I want to see who got the best freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see what Laser Than Mad gonna pull out. You know what I'm saying? He got a very unique style, bro. Very niche style. It's either you like it or you don't, bro. Most people don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Cardo Got Wings, bro. I fuck with that. Legend in the game. Alright, bro. That's all I got for right now, bro. XXL. I'm out, and tune in for the underground reactions.